Desert, camels.
Desert, Persian Gulf, Arabic.
I knew that the Middle East had more to offer than just desert land, so I flew halfway across the world to find out for myself. I would spend time in Qatar and the United Arab Emirates to learn as much as I could about the region. The first thing I noticed when I landed was, okay, this actually is a desert. There's sand everywhere. But aside from that, things felt completely normal. It felt like any major city in the United States. There were bright lights, a city skyline with plenty of skyscrapers, a cultural center, tall residential buildings, and of course, plenty of traffic. I soon discovered that there's a place where you can hear great music and grab a cocktail with friends. It's called Jazz at Lincoln Center. Sound familiar, New Yorkers? There is a ton of cultural diversity. Eating at restaurants, you can see spinach fatir and chicken nuggets on the same menu. I attended a ladies' group brunch celebrating Sri Lankan culture, and everyone had to wear saris. I went to Doha's very first African festival and got to experience art, food, and dance from countries all across the continent of Africa. I even jammed out at a reggae concert on the beach. I literally felt like I was transported from the Middle East to the Caribbean. While in Qatar, I attended a fashion show at a local university. The designers were Middle Eastern students, plus a special guest designer from New York. The outfits were fierce. Just as fashionistas take to the stores on Fifth Avenue and shopping centers across the U.S., Middle Eastern women also love fashion. Yes, many of them wear abayas that cover them from head to toe, but they often wear high heels and glamorous outfits underneath. I thought it would be cool to try on an abaya to see what it feels like, and I got my chance while visiting the Fanar Cultural Center. It was one of the prayer times while I was there, so I got to sit in and observe. This lady was even nice enough to repeat her ablution, which is a religious cleansing ritual, just so that I could see. Being in this mosque made me think a lot about Muslim stereotypes. It seems that the attacks on 9/11 spawned an association between terrorism and Muslims. Though that was just an isolated incident performed by a group of extremists, the stereotype still seems to exist today. When the tragic bombings at the Boston Marathon occurred, many speculated that it was the doings of Arabs or Muslims. The New York Post falsely reported online that a Saudi national was being held as a person of interest. Author and Fox News contributor Eric Rush tweeted his certainty that Muslims were to blame for the incident, and furthermore, that they should all be killed.
Unfortunately, Islam becomes the most misunderstood religion on earth. Islam is equal to terrorists, right?
Right.
But whereas originally, Islam itself means peace.
On the night that Osama bin Laden was killed, I walked over to the World Trade Center from work. Celebrating the end of bin Laden's leadership in the terrorist movement against the United States were people of all backgrounds, Muslims included.
I have been living here the last 10 years, and it's really great, and people from all over the world have the opportunity to come and work, and it's really a big moment today. I just want to congratulate the nation, and it's a good, proud situation as of today, and hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Asma also taught me that jihad, which typically has a negative connotation and is thought of as a Muslim holy war, is actually the Arabic word for struggle. The irony in this is that struggle is something that every single human being can identify with and has experienced at some point in life. We all have that in common.
I was in the US, I just thought thought about the Middle East as one region, that everything was the same, they had one religion, one set of beliefs and cultures, but you come here and you realize everybody is so different and unique in their own way.
Well, I think that the biggest similarity is that, you know, no matter where you are in the world, people are people and everybody wants the same thing. They all want success and love and, you know, I don't know.
We may not all have the time or the resources to travel to different lands. But the more we learn, the better we'll become. The United States truly is a melting pot, and we should take advantage of it. If you're Jewish, try hitting up a Catholic Mass once in a while. Go to an ethnic restaurant and try a dish you never imagined you'd eat. Learn how to say something cool in a different language.
Oh,
You're welcome.
by the way, where are you from?
I'm from Yemen.
And how would you say like hello back home?
We say marhaba.
Marhaba?
Yeah.
Okay, well, marhaba. How do you say goodbye?
Goodbye, you say ma salama.
Okay, masalama.
Ma salama.
Though they may be setting on one side of the globe while rising on another, we all share the same sun and moon. It really is a small world that we live in. If we all reach out just a little bit, we can bridge the gaps between us and collectively become something greater.